Hola amigos, what is up? This is Tales by Raga, and welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man X4. In the last episode, we started our journey to defeat the Repliforce and its members. And in today's episode, we're going to be continuing on with one of my least favorite stages in the game. The Marine Base stage. Which sucks because it has one of my favorite pieces of music too. He destroyed the city and escaped to the sea. It's Man Ray! Alright, let's fight against Raymundo here. As you might expect, Jet Stingray stage is a God, wow, that was a weird burp. Is a what? Wow. Okay, let's calm down. English. It's a ride chaser stage. It's not a wide chaser stage. It's a ride chaser stage. And ride chaser stages are everyone's favorite. Granted, this is still... I still think this stage is better than the frickin' snowboard sections in Mega Man 8, and as soon as I'm talking about that, I die. We already got the heart tank, though, so that's a good sign, at least. You're gonna hear a lot of button clicking, too. Just pew pew, shoot. Click the buttons. Press those buttons. Mash your face. Gently caress the buttons. Give them the loving caress that their father never gave them. The buttons' father never got back from, like, grabbing cigarettes. You think the buttons, their father might be cheating on their mom. But it's okay. Because when he does come back, he usually comes back with, like, toys and stuff. So it's alright. It's alright that the buttons' dad usually smells like smoking and drinking and all that other stuff. Okay, well, it's not alright if they smell like smoking. I hate this... Oop, right, I forgot that was up there. I hate the smell of cigarette smoke, if you want me to be honest. I should be paying a little bit more attention to the game, though, because there is another item that we can miss in this stage. Because it is one of those auto-scroller, forced scroller type of deals. Can make things a little bit tricksy at times. Yep. Oh, I wanna hit you with my dash. Oh no. Okay, well at least I'd hit him. Alright. Here's the bum part. There we go. There we go, nice! So what we collected there was our very first sub-tank. Now there's only 2 sub-tanks in the game, not like the 4 that you get in the Super Nintendo ones. So you gotta be careful. At least they're easy to fill. And we got ourselves our boss fight. I'm impressed that you found me, but your search is over. Get ready, X! So, just sitting right here also kind of brings me to something else about Mega Man X4 as well. The Repliforce wants to be, like, taken seriously, and they don't want to be labeled as Mavericks or anything like that. But a lot of members of the Repliforce are kind of dicks. And by kind of, I mean, like, very much so, I guess? Like you saw in the opening spiel for his stage, that Jet Stingray destroyed a city and then fled. And General in that full motion video sequence was just like, oh, we don't wanna hurt humans, we just wanna, you know, separate. This isn't about, like, insurrection or revolution or anything like that. We just simply want to create our own state where Reploids can feel safe. But then you've got assholes like Jet Stingray who are just like, you know how I'm gonna do that? Fucking destroy a city. And then bail. Also, Jet Stingray allows us to see our first thing about Mega Man X4, and weaknesses. You can stunlock enemies like a motherfucker in this game. It's super easy to stunlock them. Ground Hunter is kind of an interesting weapon Fires mini stingray drones that race across the ground. Effective against enemies on walls and floors, push down while the drones are flying to command them to fall. So you can manually set them to fall as well, which is kinda neat. I don't really use this weapon that much for anything other than, like, weaknesses, though. But thankfully, we're gonna be fighting some weaknesses right now. We've killed a spider, a walrus, and a stingray. Let's go fight a lion. What would win? 1 billion lions or the sun? Let's find out. So Slash Beast, if I remember correctly, is also one of the few Mega Man X characters to actually get some sort of representation in the Mega Man Battle Network series. The character Colonel, who we encountered earlier, as well as the character Iris, who is on the sidebar there, but we won't be encountering until Zero's story, both appear in the Mega Man Battle Network series in some form. Colonel appears as a Navi as an ally in Mega Man Battle Network 5, and as an antagonist of sorts in Battle Network 6, and Iris happens to be one of Lan's classmates in Battle Network 6. And their dynamic in Battle Network actually kinda mirrors their dynamic in this game, which I'll talk about later. One of those more like, oh, it's in the instruction manual, everything you need to know is in the instruction manual. Everything you need to know is in supplementary material. Slash Beast is a little bit more ambiguous as to whether or not he actually has some effect on Battle Network, but Beastman from Mega Man Battle Network 3 is very similar to Slash Beast. Both of them have a pretty similar aesthetic to each other overall. And Beastman is definitely not Slashman from Mega Man 7, because there is a proper Slashman EXE as well. Alright, we've been training for this. The train mid-boss. Thankfully, we can just blow it up. You gotta follow the train, CJ. The Ground Hunter is actually pretty good against this boss for just being able to blow up that lower core there. Now all we need to do is worry about this upper one. Got a little bit scared for a second because I thought that health bar on the right was X's, and then I realized, wait, no, that's the boss health bar. Nice big boss health bar. Health par? We're going golfing? We're playing ball chess? We're playing Jolf? With health? The health par? No. No, that's an idiotic thing to do. You don't play Jolf with people's health. I'm willing to bet most of the comments at this point are, Tails, please stop pronouncing it Jolf. Please stop this stupid joke you're doing. I refuse. Alright, here we go. Our first Ride armor, appropriately enough, the Raiden armor, because we're riding in it. The Raiden armor appears in this and Magma Dragoon stage, and is pretty useful. Does more damage than X does, obviously. Basically counts as a second life bar, and can break open these trains to get the health power, the heart, the human heart that X so desperately craves. What you guys didn't know about the Mega Man X series is that X actually is not solar powered like the previous Mega Man is, but rather X is actually powered by his consumption of human hearts. It's true. I read it on the internet once, so it has to be true. I may just actually be making it up, but that doesn't make it any less true, you know? I can make things up. And it can still be true. Maybe Capcom one of these days will just be like, oh yeah, X actually is just powered by human hearts. He consumes them to gain their courage, and that's why he's invincible. It's because of all the courage. Zero and Axel don't eat human hearts. So that's why they're not as powerful as X. X is so powerful, he traded the rest of the letters in his name for power. Everyone knows that the less letters you have in your name, the more powerful you are. And that's why the unique monsters in Xenoblade 2 in the Xenoblade games are chumps. Trust me, that territorial Rotbart guy, trust me, he's a joke. Go fight him, right now. Alright, Slash Beast is cool because he's fast. Challenging my unit was both foolish and reckless. You are nothing more than my prey, one that is soon to be retired. Slash Beast may be cool, but he's also very easy to pattern lock. Which is both good and bad. Good because it speeds the fight up, but bad because we don't get to see much of this gorgeous background. I love train stages, by the way. Train stages are always good. I like trains in general, honestly. Trains are cool. We should have more railroads. You got Twin Slasher. Shoots Twin Slashers forward in 2 directions. This weapon has wide range capabilities, making it easier to hit enemies. This thing will fire projectiles diagonally up and down, but it will not fire projectiles in front of you. So keep that in mind. If you are fighting something that is at a distance but directly in front of you, you will not be able to hit them with the Twin Slasher. But now we have... Sir, it's a message from the Colonel. X, I'll wait for you at Memorial Hall. Make sure you show up on time. Sir, this must be a trap. Perhaps, but I won't run this time. Alright. Welcome to our mid-boss fight against the Colonel. The artist formerly known as the Colonel, and then he's known as the Colonel again. Colonel, stop this foolishness now. Never! Foolishness is my middle name! The Repliforce must be independent. Our battle will determine this.
I'll show you no mercy. Now get ready!
Alright. The Colonel fight is not one of my favorites, if you want me to be real. I do not like this fight very much. Mainly because it's just hard to speed this fight up. Like, you can do that. It all depends on what Colonel wants to do. Whether or not he wants to cooperate and be a big boy. And put on his big boy pants. Other than that, there's not that much interesting about the Colonel fight, which kind of stinks. Colonel's a fun fight in Battle Network, though. Guess we can try to shoot him when he's doing these slashes to kind of speed things up a little bit. But yeah, you can defeat this guy with just like neutral jumping. And you know what else makes it great? You can hover over his attacks too. Even the sword waves here, you can just hover over them, and if you've aimed it right, Colonel can't hit you. And I know some of you guys might be wondering, oh, well, what about weaknesses? I mean, it's a Mega Man game. Every boss has weaknesses, right? Colonel doesn't. Colonel, you have to fight this guy with the Buster. As far as I'm aware, he doesn't have any weaknesses to any weapons. So you just kind of have to chip away at him, just while he chips away at your sanity, and... It just feels a little bit risky to try to speed things up, too. Because you can do that if you're not paying attention. Even his attack pattern is kind of lame in this one. Like, he does 3 slashes and then tries to hit you up close. Or he'll just do 2 close slashes. All the while, you're just jumping over projectiles while X is just like, take this! I'm Mega Man X. That's definitely the voice that Mega Man X gets. Getting a little bit cocky here, though. Well, in order to save ourselves from having to do this fight over again, I'm just gonna use the sub-tank there. There we go. Nice. Impressive. But the result won't be the same next time. Until then, Colonel... Oh, he's gone. I think we have enough time to do another Maverick stage. So now that we've defeated Colonel, that is appropriately the halfway point for our fight against the Repliforce. Well, sort of. Now that we've got that out of the way. So, Slash Beast's weapon beats Web Spider, who in turn beats Split Mushroom. Now, I kinda wanna hang out with this guy. He seems like a fun guy. That's a good joke, isn't it? It's a solid joke. I wanna see laughing emojis in the comments section of this video saying, "Oh man, that's such a good joke, Tails Faraga. You are like the bastion of humor. The witty bastion of wit." There we go. Get in here. This kind of weird spiral staircase effect, they actually use that in X5 as well. I always thought it kind of looked weird. Like, the frame rate was just, like, clunky enough to make it not as convincing as Capcom probably wanted. It's still a cool looking effect, though. And if you're not, like, in a nitpicking mood, you're probably thinking, wow, that spiral staircase effect looks really dope. There's 2 little paths to take here. I'll take the left path and deal with these flowers. Oops. Go up. Alright. Coming up here is something to note. These drills. Don't touch them. Or try not to touch the tips of the drills. If you touch the tips of the drills, you take a lot of damage, since they are drills. In fact, these take so much damage that, I believe even at like 60% of our current life bar, that would kill. So you don't want that to happen. Alright, time for the one that separates the mans from the boys. The Mega Mans from the Mega Boys. We have this mini-boss. Thankfully, this mini-boss isn't too bad, although it's a little bit tougher if you're playing a Zero. Bait the boss. Shoot the boss. Bait the boss. Shoot the boss. Bait the boss. Shoot the boss. I think one more rep. I get my reps in because I'm a lethal weapon. Understand I'm the man with these big fat power hands. I love that song. God, the Aquabats are so good. They're actually doing something as well for the Aquabats, where you can take guitar and drum lessons with the Aquabats. And that's tempting. Honestly, like, if I weren't a broke-ass bitch, it would be tempting to do, like, the guitar lessons, because I need to get back into guitar, honestly. There we go. Get this life up. Or, if you want to be a little bit fancier about that, you can always triangle jump to get it, though it's a little bit tricky. Or, use the lightning webs. But yeah, I should probably, like, try to get back into guitar, because I haven't played guitar in any serious capacity for a while. For, like, a long while. And it kind of sucks, and it's kind of a decision that I've come to regret a little bit. Although I didn't practice piano much either. About how I can never really stick to an instrument for too long. Because I've played violin, piano, and guitar as, like, main instruments. And, I mean, I'm not good with any of them. Honestly, I never really was really all that good with music, if you want me to be real. Certainly no frickin' prodigy. Get some health, get some weapon energy, and now it's time for the mushroom. A nice big full moon, too. The mushrooms come out to play. Are you X? I'm under orders to terminate you. What? Whose orders? Take a wild guess. Split Mushroom is actually one of 3 bosses in Mega Man X4 that isn't associated with the Repliforce in any way. Well, okay, sort of. As you might notice from the logo on his life bar, he actually isn't associated with the Repliforce and is instead just kind of on his own, really. He's just a maverick. He's one of 3 bosses in the game that uses the Sigma logo rather than the Repliforce's symbol. And, in case you needed to realize, wait, does that mean Sigma's in this game? Take a wild guess. There we go. I unfortunately wasted a lightning web, but that's fine. With the defeat of Split Mushroom, we get his weapon. Yay! Soul Body. Soul Body projects an illusion of X in front of you that deals damages to enemies. It's also very useful in the next stage we'll be doing, but I'll probably get to that in the next episode. Alright, that's 5 weapons, 3 heart tanks, and a bunch of other items. So how's about in the next episode, we continue along our journey and take down the remaining 3 Mavericks? What say you then? This is Tails Fireraga signing out. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you're having a wonderful day.